This is it, people. The time for revenge has come. We have just gained a perfect opportunity to invade Rogue 5 and end it once and for all by eliminating the Council of Five. But before we go to the briefing, time for a history lesson. At the end of August 2184, we, the first Chaos Divers, managed to amass so much force that settling on a planet wasn't just a proposal, it was a necessity. The planet of choice was Rogue 5, habitable, far from conflicts, as far from Super Earth as possible. And most importantly, the name was cool as hell. Not long after, the Council of Five was established as a form of not control nor authority, but a finger to direct the will and passion of all Chaos Divers in the right direction, with individual soldiers being free to choose as they will. It's a shame that a year later, this idea will be replaced by authoritarian rule. Rogue 5 colonists reported us to Super Earth Command, but those reports were ignored. It would appear that Super Earth would rather pretend we never existed than face the reality that Helldivers can betray. But our sheer presence on Rogue provided protection from pirates and other criminals that Super Earth couldn't be bothered to deal with. We were just free soldiers establishing our presence on Rogue 5 and dealing with our own wars without bothering colonists, so they just allowed us to stay. November 2184. Project Homemaker was a proposal to build a huge network of orbital cannons based on automaton design all across Rogue 5, controlled by Master Artificial Intelligence Authority, to defend from inevitable Illuminate invasion. However, at the same time, Council of Five decided to also build 5 massive fortresses across Rogue purely for their own protection. Those fortresses drained resources and manpower, thus the orbital defense network density was cut by 3/4. We tried supplementing it with orbital missiles, but that idea never came to be. Early February 2185, Operation Cataclysm, organized by multiple Helldivers divisions, with a single goal to stop Meridian Black Hole from reaching Super Earth. Our ideas always were to see Super Earth burn. Contrary to that, however, a self-proclaimed Chaos Divers leader signed our participation in this operation as defenders of Super Earth. When questioned about who is that leader, the Council remained silent. To this day, his identity remains unknown. It was this operation that started the split among Chaos Divers ranks, with most of Old Guard opposing it, while Neo Chaos Divers were starting to express behavior that later gave them nickname of Red Loyalists. 28th of February 2185, the Second Heresy. On this day, I was publicly accused by the Council of treason against Chaos Divers, branded as a double traitor for crime of sharing the truth about our true ideals that I have abandoned. Not even an hour after their accusations went into public, squids attacked Rogue 5. The battle was devastating, leaving large sections of the planet contaminated with dark matter pollution, yet all 5 fortresses remained untouched. Coincidence? I think not. This also proved that the orbital cannon network was largely ineffective. 10th of March 2185. That was the day a group of Chaos Divers left Rogue 5 without looking back, with stolen Maya AI repurposed to steer our ships, and cannon shells chasing us in orbit. But our focus today is on Rogue. Since our departure, a lot has changed. Council 5 was slowly increasing their grasp on the planet to the dissatisfaction of native colonists who only started to learn the joys of freedom. Illuminate fleets encircled the sector, only boosting the anxiety among citizens. That led to the formation of Free Rogue Rebellion, with a single goal to take down the Council and liberate their home planet. Those rebels, however, are not friendly to the Apostates, treating us as the same breed as Red Loyalists. Thus, they have to be treated as kill-on-sight targets, otherwise they will shoot first. And now we've reached the present. The convergence of both civil war and Illuminate invasion provides perfect opportunity for us to join into the fray and eliminate the problem at its root. Kill the Council of Five. However, this won't be an easy task. Due to the volatile situation on the planet, we'll be diving into actual hell through pentagram of warfare. Illuminates, Super Earth, Chaos Divers, Free Rogue Rebellion, and as Apostates will be partaking in this battle, all 5 groups hostile to each other. While the main battle is already raging between the SE and Squids, it is undeniable that Super Earth will deploy Truth and Forces to cleanse all signs of treason. As always, we will be scrambling Super Earth IFF to blend in, so do not fire at other Helldivers unless you are threatened. Here's the battle plan. Our destroyers and logistic transports will group together in one tight formation, led by our newly built Breaker-class destroyers, forged by one of our divisions, Order of Havoc. These destroyers sacrifice their anti-ground weaponry for an array of point defense systems, pre-charged Alcubierre drive cells, and close to mid-range anti-orbit weaponry. With them standing at the tip of the spear, our formation will break through illuminated blockades and reach Rogue 5. Our breaker destroyers and logistic barges will park in Lagrange 1 point, where they should be safe from detection. Meanwhile, regular super destroyers with our divers will spread across the Rogue 5 low orbit. Now this begs the question, how do we scout a whole planet in search of 5 most secretive people in the galaxy with just 300 people at our disposal, while the entire planet is in conflict? The answer is what we do best. Spread chaos. Here are your tasks. The Apostates and our allies will engage in heavy combat all across Rogue. Shadow Guard will cover evacuation efforts of civilians and non-combatants. Order of Havoc will assault high difficulty scenarios with mechs to clear out combat zones of difficulty 8 to 10. The Oathbreakers and the Desolation Company will be tasked with general demolition and cleanup operations with heavy orbital bombardments. ASOF and the Hunters of the Night will gather samples and data that can be of value to us. And when Chaos Divers will be distracted with combat, we will send small task forces to each of 5 fortresses to seek out and kill the council members one by one. After that, we will extract any valuable data, set up explosives and bury those facilities permanently. But there is a 6th fortress. In the Bay of Northern Ice Caps, there is a 6th hidden fortress built only for the highest emergencies, and given its secrecy, we don't expect to meet any significant resistance. We will send a single squad there to clear it out, and there will be high chance that this is where we will find all 5 council members. We are the Apostates. We dove into hell and back to gain our freedom. Let's remind those red loyalists the true nature of chaos. Let's burn down our past and take the whole planet with it. By the end of this operation, the Council of 5 will be no more. Fight for freedom and regret nothing.